Hey, what's up, guys? So we've been talking a lot of hype about this game, Moonrise, and there isn't too many bad things wrong with it, actually, which is kind of crazy because it is a free-to-play game, and when you're going into a free-to-play game, you're expecting tons of microtransactions, tons of like paywalls, tons of things gated behind that money barrier, and the only thing here really is these timers. So this is the PvP timer for draft mode, but this game has a 48-hour timer, which is really, really long, actually, which sucks. But still, I mean, you get 3 tickets, so if they keep it at 48 hours, it's not that bad, because you're also staying in draft mode until you lose 3 times. So you have 3 lives, you keep going until you either lose 3 times or you get 7 or 10 wins. So that's it. I mean, that's a lot of playability right there. Each battle takes around 5 minutes, roughly. So worst case scenario, you're going to get 15 minutes out of that. But yeah, you should be able to win a couple battles here and there. Then the next paywall issue is the dungeon keys. And so on this game, like the timers are all different depending on, I guess, when you download it, what patch version you're on, whatever. So this one has a 3-hour timer for dungeon keys, which is really reasonable. I mean, you go to sleep at night, you wake up in the morning, and you pretty much have all your dungeon keys open so you can go into dungeons non-stop. And going through 7 dungeons in one day, that takes a lot of grinding of actually going through here. The last thing is the catching keys, the Warden keys or the Pokeballs. Those things, again, you get a lot. The cooldown on them is, I believe, like 3 hours or so, but we've always been high because you can actually get keys in the dungeons, and you know, you're not going to progress as far into the game to get new monsters right away. The biggest, I guess you'd say, paywall here is the leveling up. Leveling up and doing all the cool fun stuff here requires money, and you're going to be stuck with no money or low amounts of money because pretty much everything requires money. If you want to level up, it costs 100 gold coins to use one of these guys. These help you upgrade and level up faster, kind of like rare candies in Pokemon. And as you get higher, they start taking like 10 or so of them to get to, you know, the next level. So we have some guys that are around level 17, and it's taking 10 to 15 to 20 of these things, which is 2,000 gold coins to level up once. And that's a lot. And you have a party of 6. You're also getting new monsters here and there. So you want to level up different people so you can unlock different skills. You also spend lots of money when you are changing skills. So we can change skills from anyone. You can see there's 3 skills that we can swap out. He has a 4th one that you can't swap out. That is his like standard base skill. And you can swap these guys out by dragging that one down there. And we've taught him that new skill. If we swap it right there, it'll be, do you want to extract the skill, discard the skill, or cancel? So if you extract it, it goes up here into your skill pool, and you can put that on someone else. So again, it costs 250 gold coins. The gold coins keep going up in value as, I guess, the skills get better. I've seen one that cost 400 gold coins, and that's a lot. You may not think so, but you don't actually get that much gold. Each fight is only about 100 gold or so for against a Warden, and then a dungeon you're getting like 300, 400 right now. We are in the 2nd dungeon. So the main issue here is the leveling up, and what they do is they don't really microtransaction you much. They have these boosts that you can buy, which are fairly cheap. And this is, I believe, where their moneymaker is going to be. So you can buy a 1-day boost, a 7-day boost, you know, 50%, 100% capture rate boost. You can also buy currencies directly, which most likely isn't going to be the best way to do it. So you can buy the gems, of course, and then you can just straight up buy the gold. And most likely that's not going to be the best way to do it because you can auto fight. So if, you know, worst case scenario, if you want to just get quick money right away, you go buy coins. But if you have a little bit of time, you can auto battle, and you can make a lot more coins by actually buying one of these gold boosting packs. So you can see for roughly that 250 gems, we can buy a 7-day 100% gold boost. And we can definitely earn way more than 2,500 currency. So for 250 gems, we're getting 2,500 gold. That's like 25 fights. And in a week, you can easily do that. So what we're going to do too is we're going to try out if there's a secret way to get tons and tons of gold. So we're going to test out and see if the gold boosting works in the dungeons. So we're going to go ahead and buy this boost. We're also going to test out and see if the gold boosting works on the draft mode. And when we got 10 wins last time in the draft mode, we were able to get around 4,000 gold. So if we were able to double that, we're able to get like 8,000 gold. So you can save for later or use now. We're going to use now. So I don't know if it's active. It should be. We spent it. We used it. Yes, okay, so it's right over here. So this is the very first time I've ever done this. I've never bought anything. All those gems were farmed in-game in dungeons. So to get gems, you go ahead and go into dungeons, and you want to open up every single door. So I'm going to speed through this section here. Actually, I'll just cut this out and get towards the end to see how much the gold chest at the end gets. But yeah, we're going to go do a dungeon. Typically, you want to do the hardest dungeon you're available. Level 5 here is great because it gives you a lot of extra treasure chest. That's what the bonus right here is. So again, we're going to test out the dungeon loot to see if it doubled the gold there, and then also the draft loot to see if it doubled the gold there. If it didn't, it's not as great, but still, you can fight Wardens, and Wardens are pretty quick and easy, and you double the loot. They give you around 100 gold per fight, so double that, that's 200 gold per fight, and you can see the area report. The area has more treasure chests than normal, which is great, which means you get more gold, you get more items, which you can sell for gold, you get more gems, because there's gems in those treasure chests, so you definitely want to go and kind of farm this one. The Garzari Mines, level 5, and again, I'll be right back. Alright, moment of truth. We just finished it up, and yep, it definitely does look like the loot got doubled there. 756. We were roughly getting about 400 before. So we'll go ahead and collect all those things. And again, I will leave you guys hanging for just a second and go get a couple more wins in the draft mode, and then come back and check and see how much that chest gives you for having 10 wins. Alright guys, so we got our 10th win here. Now we're going to go check the box here and see what we got in it. See if our gold is doubled. It should be roughly around 8,000 gold in here because we are using a 100% gold boost. You can see the treasure chest grows, and now we are forced to tap it. Open it up, you get a whole bunch of loot, and yep, that prize money nearly doubled. 7,920. So the 100% boost, it appeared more like a 90% boost, but still it boosted. So we got a whole bunch of gold. It definitely stacks there. We got 5 Warden keys, which is a ton. 30 gems. They are tweaking and changing these rewards, so these may not be finalized, or they may be greater in the actual launch when it becomes a lot harder to get 10 wins. But yeah, it's not too bad if you get a nice team. So overall, that is the best way to do it. Get a 100% boost, go in there, get 10 wins. You can store up your wins until you have 9 wins, wait until you get a boost item, get the boost item, and then go get that last 1 win that you need in the draft mode here, and then you can get 8,000 gold coins. And you can also farm these Wardens over here for around 300 or so gold coins per fights, and you can get up a nice chunk. Even though that may seem like a ton, we're going to go show you this goes away really, really quick. We're going to upgrade some guys here. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade our Kindle Hoof. And we will go and give him physical attack. So each one of these is 100 gold coins. And you can see we need to use a whole bunch of them. We need to use 5,000. We needed to use 6,200 gold coin worth, which was approximately around 62 of them to get him up to max level here at 22. So 6,000 gold for one guy just to get him to level 22, and the max level is like 50 right now for most monsters. So we would have to go and upgrade him, and that's a ton of money. So again, we wasted half of our winnings right there, or over half of our winnings right there. We can go ahead and use some more, and we'll spend all our money right here. We'll just use armor on this guy. can see we don't have enough to even max him out. I'll bring it down here, use 7,100 gold. And now we are poor again, we're broke. So that is the money sink right there. Obviously, you don't need to have that high of level guys right this second. But yeah, you are constantly going to be upgrading your team. Getting new guys, constantly trying to level them up. And yeah, you're going to be needing a lot of money.